TC Winston in 2016 did a lot of damage to the nation and a lot of damage to our schools. And since then, we have been working to ensure that the buildings that we build stay longer. So for the students here at Bua District School, when I was driving by, I saw Bua Primary there. And I'm trying to understand the two schools that are very close together. We want children, wherever they are, to be in good learning environment. And we really would like these children to move out of the tent into their new classroom within the next 6 to 10 weeks. That's what the contractors have told us, and we will follow that up. But ladies and gentlemen, education is a partnership. We have the government coming up with their contribution. Of course, then we have the parents and the community and our children. So it's important that we work in partnerships to ensure that our children get the quality education that we want them to have. I've said it before, we can build buildings for you. This is for the teachers and the parents. We can build new buildings for you. We can build million-dollar buildings for you. But what goes within the classrooms depends on the students and the teachers, the parents and the community. And I must thank you for working very well with the Minister of Education in ensuring that your children attend schools. I just mentioned it to a few schools this morning that in the north, we get the least disciplined cases of our students. And that is a reflection of your parental engagement, how you raise your children. The values that your child brings to the classroom is what you teach them. But recently we have found out a lot of bad behavior that goes around in schools. And I will tell you, especially in boarding schools, and we don't want to hide it, bullying in boarding schools. That's coming up. It's not a new issue. It's not a new issue, but now more and more reporting is taking place. Okay? And we want to make sure that no child or no teacher inflicts punishment on the other child. Very serious cases of bullying. So tomorrow I'm meeting with all the heads of schools of boarding schools to see what is going wrong. Why are our children displaying violent behavior? Recently you must have heard about Marist High School in Suva, where one student was actually assaulted by an adult. And unfortunately that incident happened within school hours but outside school. So the children went inside somebody else's property and they were actually fighting. The caretaker came to stop the fight and it became very ugly. We really need to understand why children do that. So this is where I would like to say to the parents present here today, because you live in a community, you have a bigger role to play than the teachers. We really don't want criminal offense. See, that's a criminal offense when you go and fight, when you do drugs in schools, when you bully. All this becomes a criminal offense. And we really don't want our children to have criminal records with the police department. We have our policies where we report this matter straight to the police and we let the police deal with it. But can you imagine the black mark that is on the student for the near future? We want to avoid that. So I would like to appeal to you, please talk to your children in your homes. Even as grandparents, you have a lot of responsibilities when you raise your grandchildren. Talk to them, teach them values, teach them respect, teach them manners. So when they enter the classroom, they create that positive relationship with other students. Teach them. No one person has a right to hurt another, whether it's by bullying, whether it's by fighting, whether it's by using disrespectful actions and language, etc. So parental responsibility is something I feel in my 2 years of experience as a minister and then 25 years in the classroom, I've seen a lot of changes. I left the school classroom 6 years ago. Things were not as bad as it is now. When we move around talking to teachers, I mean the head of school is here, your teachers are here, they will tell you managing children's behavior is becoming very difficult. There could be various reasons. One, I said, parental negligence, if I may say. You send your child to school, the responsibility is the teachers. It doesn't work that way. Then some of you might say, well, the responsibility is on the government to ensure my child is educated. Yes, we are responsible. We're actually very responsible. We have a lot of programs and our budgetary allocations, the teacher training institutions, the free education grant, transport assistance, textbook assistance. We are trying to provide you with that assistance, right? But I think parents, communities expect our teachers now to be in the shoes of the parents. I'll have to be very, very, very open about that, right? We assist students in the feeding programs. We assist students in counseling. And a lot of time actually is taken up away from the normal classroom teaching activities because we are managing children's behavior. Not all. Not all. We have 245,000 plus children in our Fijian schools. Majority of them, great students and great parents who raise their children like that. But these are this group that are showing these signs and symptoms of rebellion behavior. Okay? So as a parent, I would like to say to you, please spend more time with your children. Try to talk to your child, understand your child. Maybe the child really doesn't want to go to school and you are forcing the child to go to school. Maybe the child is really weak in academic areas. Maybe it's time for you to guide your child into a career which he or she wants. And the best thing is communicating with your parents, okay? Communicating with the school, the heads of schools, the teachers, to see how best we can, bring out the potential that your child is. Every child is special, we know that. Every child has something good or everything good in them. How do we nurture that? We let it to the schools and the communities. So, like I said, 4 months, I visited the school 4 months ago and we are here. And I wish to come back after 2 months to see how the buildings will be completed. So we're giving you 3 new classrooms that will also house your kindergarten. And when we go back, we are going to talk to our partners about how we are going to move on to the rebuild phase now. These may look temporary structures, but they are built to cyclone standards. They will be built to withstand cyclones. Okay? So yes, I've talked about government investment. We invest millions and millions of dollars in education, and we really want our children to come out of the school system better citizens, with good citizen and values, etc. Natural disasters, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have control over that, but we must be prepared for that, and this is how we are preparing. These schools will not only house the students here today, but for the many, 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 many more that are going to come. So it's your school. Please take ownership of that. Cooperate with our staff, okay? And I hope to see the successful completion of these buildings in the next 6 to 10 weeks. And for any other issues, I'm sure you know our Northern Division staff is here. We'll allow you some time to discuss any issues you have with that. While we are still a COVID-contained country, please, I would like to relay this message to you on behalf of the Ministry of Health. It's very important that you get registered for the vaccination. Fiji has started the COVID-19 vaccination program, and if you haven't registered, you have a health center nearby, please go there and find out how to get registered, right? And as we move along, all of us are going to be vaccinated. While we're talking about vaccines, I hope that you understand what's happening with borders not opening up, tourists not being able to come into the country. We are not able to go out. We have to sustain ourselves. For rural village communities like this, agriculture is the best way forward. And I'm sure you are growing your food and you are eating healthy. The same thing applies to our children as well. It will take a long time for the world to get back to normal. It will take some time for us here in Fiji to live how we were living pre-COVID times, but all is not lost. There is always hope, and that's what we Fijians are probably great at, resilience. We never give up. We never give up, and we should never give up. Okay, this is our country. Times are hard. It's challenging, but believe me, there's light out there, and we will overcome this. So God bless Fiji, and God bless all of you, all the parents who've taken time out to be here. God bless our teachers, and I wish and pray that you remain healthy and continue to work for the betterment of our nation, especially in terms of providing quality education to our children. So thank you very much, and indeed this salu salu is very lovely. I normally don't like salu salu, but this is very lovely. Thank you very much for your love and affection. God bless you all.
Sabaga batu kana tagi na kalu na mataga vina kende indai. Kain tong basi ko chiku kina na lenga. Eseng ni radare rei daro kina na rara mani bosa ni kalu. Ina bali muna tuba kan ilo mana. Kena baga batu kana taki. Ena kabi vina gani kwa. Kemi sabaga tambu ya kina na kalu. Naka.